Hey, 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 hey! Hello! It's time. It's time for another stream. It is time. It is time. It is. Boom, here I am. Hello. Hello. We have a picture of the day. It's already an Unreal Engine picture. You see, some picture starting to be from Unreal, one after the other. Very good. You want to see another one? This one, for example, is from Unreal. Very nice. Today is Monday, but no Monday can stop us. No Monday can stop us from developing our game. No Monday. Easy. Okay. Let's jump into it. Tonight we're gonna work on hair. Why hair? Yeah, because yesterday we were checking a bit how the hair of our characters were made and how they were colored and things like that, and the fact that the black was not black and all these things. And so I said, maybe there are existing examples, right? Maybe there are existing examples. So why we don't test those examples? Why? And so tonight we're gonna test those examples. So I downloaded both of them. I think one is so-so, the other is probably good. I think the one that is so-so, let me check it again. Let me check it again. Library, Unreal Engine. Monday is a new beginning. Monday is the beginning of the beginning. For me, is 9:53 p.m. I don't know what is the time where you are, but here is 9:53. Yoga gym training pack. This guy made a package for yoga. Look. No. This guy made a yoga package. Okay, I mean it's not bad. No, what I wanted to see was the library, and then there's girl GR customizable female. Yeah, I think this one is probably the one that is less interesting, but let's see. Let's start from the GR. The GR. Maybe it's good, I don't know. Unreal Engine version 5. No. 5, no. Unreal Engine version Conan Exile. No. Unreal Engine version built at sources. Yes. You are 12 hours behind me. Oh my god. So you are in the future. You can see the future. Very interesting. You can tell me, you can tell me how the stocks are going, if they're going up or they're going down, and so I can invest in the past and then get money in the future. No? No, huh? No. Pete. 96% loading. I forgot to launch this maybe while I was at dinner, because now it's going to rebuild a lot of shaders. There will be a rain of shaders. Chat is about 40-70 seconds. Just reload the page. It should be 20 seconds. It should be 20 seconds on YouTube and 10 seconds on Twitch. But I cannot guarantee. I cannot guarantee for the other side of the world. But usually it's 20 seconds on YouTube and 10 on Twitch. Hello, Piak Machine. Hi. Hello, Mauro. Ciao. Hi. So it's compiling shaders. Now, this is an example for character customization. And I think the only thing we want to do... yeah, it's compiling shaders. So at the moment, my PC is a bit slow. Huh? But... fine. And I get that my stream is losing frames, huh? No, my stream is not losing frames, but... This is the this character includes a third-person controller template. Control the character using WASD, Alt Shift to run, space to jump, and mouse to rotate. Okay, customization. The character can be customized during gameplay by pressing O or inside the editor, selecting the character and changing the parameters on the detail panel. Very nice. Okay, so we can, we have two characters. We have this one, and we have this one. I don't know why she's so sad looking down, but there is a simplified version. I'm just waiting the shaders to finish compilation. You don't see them, but if I do this, then you see them. You see at the bottom right, compiling shaders. I nearly finished that. It is a simplified version, no control customization system. They show how to use the multiple skeleton on the same character. Okay. Wow. This character has a lot of polygons, boys. This character has a lot of polygons. But anyway, we don't care about the polygons at the moment. Okay, I think it finished. It finished... Okay, let's press on play. Let's press on play. I don't know why the camera started with this view. It's not my fault. Okay. It's not my fault. There is cloth in the skirt. Now the character is not moving very well left and right, but she's looking... Okay, she's looking where the camera is. And the eyes also are moving. Look at the eyes. The eyes are moving in the direction. That's very nice. That's very nice. The eyes are moving. Ah, that's very nice. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so if I press O, grr, female heroine, 107, movement, look to camera, pose and movement, third person movement, standing front, steady back, lying down, no, okay. Customization. This is where we wanted the customization. Can I zoom in? No, cannot zoom in because I wanted to see the hair. But so they have hair, ponytail, bob cut, which I don't know what is it, bald, and braid. Okay. It's funny how they pop up, you know, bloop, because it's the physics. These are all physics applied, so it pops kind of in a weird way. But okay, fine. Hair color. Yes, hair color. Hair color is 0. Can I have 0.2 or no? I can have a 0.2, but can I have a 0.5? So it's changing something. Okay, so this is what we wanted to see. But we don't have a lot of choices. We only have 0. I mean, 0 is blonde, 1 is gray, and 2 is red. That's what we have. Then we have but I would say that the color is really not, you know, I don't know, the color. I mean, is it good? I don't know. Is it, to me it doesn't look very, good, but the eye is like insane. But the color is very cartoonish, you know, it's just plain yellow pretty much. But I mean, the shadows are not bad, but hello, developer. Hi. You should implement a similar characterization system when you have the time. Yeah, we will do it. We will do it. It's just it's not a, you know, a high priority yet, but it will become a priority soon. So I don't know if this is a good example of color, I mean of hair color. Yeah, they are changing the roundness of the face. Look at the face. Boom. Yeah, they are basically changing bones, I think, but they're just changing bones all over. Wow. The hands. Look at the hands. Okay. Sailor top. Casual top. Yeah, the problem of this is that for us it's a bit more complex than this. It's a bit more complex than that. But can you change the color of the, because I think they are using also the color. Yeah, they're changing also the color of the. We can check how they do the coloring. They do the smile. Anyway, it's pretty good. I have to say it's pretty good. The length of the leg is moving the world character down. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so I don't know if for the hair GG. Okay, it just crashed. It just crashed. The editor just. The world character is very stylized cartoonish. I think it will look out of place. Yeah, we are not trying to copy the character. We are just trying to understand how to do the hair. And to see if, you know, so what I want to understand is how they do. How they do the coloring. I think they do a multiply by color, but I mean, seeing the result, but let's see. Base color. There is something more, huh? Base color. Use color Fresnel. Fresnel color. What do you mean Fresnel color? There was also Fresnel thingy here? I don't see it. Use color Fresnel. Yes, you can enable this. Use color Fresnel. What is the difference? It's not extremely different, but probably makes a difference. But at the moment is off, so this part is actually not used. I'm not sure I understand everything on this wiki page, but do you think you can reduce the remove reflection of the material to get a deeper black? Use color texture, multiply color, default texture. Yeah, color is just taking the color. Why they have a color? They have two parameters that are called the same. Oh my god, they have a color and a color. Good job, good job. But anyway, it works because one is a texture and another one is color A, color B. What is color B? Color B. I don't have color B here. Do you see color B? I don't see color B. But in reality, there is color and color B. Color mask. Yeah, but anyway, it's a multiplier. At the end, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but at the end, it's just a multiply. So it's multiplying the color for this guy. I don't know this lerp. I don't know this lerp. But I think it happens only when you use a texture. Because probably if I click on use mask, the color B will probably appear. Exactly, here it is. The color B appears only when you are using the mask. So it's not our case. So at the end, yes, they only do texture multiply by color, nothing else. 0. They do nothing else. They do nothing else, boys. And let me see. But how do they color? I mean, this is the case of what? Is the case of the cloth. What about the hair? What about the hair? Is there a hair thingy? Hair. So on the cloth, they just multiply. I think the more fitting approach for you would be to use card there, but then again the character meshes should be remade to look cohesive. Hey, if I improved them a bit. Like we have one character, you know, which is this one, which is the alien female, which is actually higher resolution than, I mean, a bit higher quality than all our other characters. Even if I managed to destroy her enough because I lowered the poly count so much. I mean, she was like 4 or 5 times this poly count at least, right? So she was like probably 4 times. So I reduced it significantly while kind of trying to keep, and then the hair, yeah, the hair also, I lowered the you see, I lowered the poly count a lot, and I lowered the texture, and also I merged the texture so the same texture can be used for multiple layers. So I did a lot of, maybe you were here when I was doing it, right? Because I did it on stream. So the original layer was way more complex. Way more complex. But yes, I think there is a good, you know, there is a good level for our characters, I think. So it's a good level. Now, is a different level compared to what we have in the other characters. Like she's a bit better. I mean, it's not 10 times better, but definitely she is at least 2-3 times better. For example, in the original model, this medallion here, I mean the medallion and this thing, the necklace, was all modeled. So it was a full model, everything was modeled. And I brought it to the texture. So it's the same kind of thing, but it's on the texture now. So I really lowered this model a lot. The eyes, I think our eyes are not bad. The eyes should be okay. Yes. No, you are not a zombie. No, you're not a zombie. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, let me see. Hair. You see that for hair they did a bit of a trick though, because I see that they have 3 materials. They have 3 different materials actually. No, but probably they are changing only the color. They are changing only the color. Let me see the difference between this one and this one. Empty base cloth, empty hair. Wow, it's very strange. Hair number 2 is using completely different shader, while hair number 1 is using hair. Yes, it's using. Actually, they are using 2 colors. This is interesting. They are using 2 colors, not 1. They're using 2 colors. Okay. How they are using the 2 colors? Color 1, color 2. Color 1, color 2. Color 1, color 2. Color 1, lerp, multiply. Our texture, lerp. From 0.15 to 2. Clamp between 0 and 1. Now, one thing I never understand about this is if you lerp in the middle of a texture, what does it mean? Linear expression blend between 2 input value. Okay, that is kind of clear to me, but this can be thought of of as a mask to define transition between two textures, like a layer mask in Photoshop. The intensity of the alpha mask determines the ratio of the color to take from the two input value. If the alpha is 0, the first time input is used. If the alpha is 1, the second input is used. Okay. So it's not really a lerp, it's more of a mask. But okay. So basically it's applying this one to this one, basically. I see. So he's trying to apply a different strength, you know, of so between 0.15 and 2 based on this value. And then he's clamping it 0.1 and then he's multiplying it by this color. And then he's lerping it again based on a mask. But the mask, do we have the mask? We don't have the mask. No, it's mask B. Wait. No, it's masking a channel. No. It's masking a channel. So it's taking only the blue of the pixel normal. Juicy. And then they have a specular of 2, a metal of 0, a roughness of 0.5. But 0.5 was not good enough, and so they decided to do a 0.5, 0.64. Because someone said, 0.5 is not correct. Let's use 0.5, 0.64 is so much better. He's taking the height of the normal. Yeah, I don't understand what he's doing here, but anyway. Probably, I think that probably what he's doing, is that if I have something like this, you know, and you know the normal is pointing to a certain direction, it's basically saying that he's applying more, so he's masking B, okay, which I don't know exactly what is B in pixel normal, but probably what you are saying is the height, okay. Anyway, he's taking that and then he's putting more of this color in one case and more of this color in the other case, right? So so if you want to go a bit crazy for a second, just to understand that, and we say that the second color is, I don't know, blue, right? Why didn't change? No, it didn't change. Maybe because it's using this one. Maybe he's using this one. Fuck. He's not using anything. Pixel normal B will be 1 for up facing and -1 for down facing. And 0 for side facing. Yeah, exactly. So what I'm thinking is that where it is more looking to the side is applying the second color, and when it's more looking up is applying the first color. So I just changed the color here because I was I think it would show it perfectly, but it's not showing it at all. I don't know why. I mean, this initial view, I don't know, as so is, but it doesn't care at all about my change. I don't know why. So it means it's not using any of this, really. I mean, how is it possible he's not using any of this? It's under hair. How is it possible, boys, that he's not using any of this? We will make them all blue until one becomes blue. We'll make them all blue. Maybe because it's configured in the character startup. Maybe when the character try changing the other color. But it should show anyway. I think that probably this is configured. This is configured when the thing is starting. You know, it's probably, or is on the other character. No, it's not. I don't know. But anyway, I think what they are trying to do, they are trying to have a darker color in the when the model is looking at the side, and a brighter color when it's looking up. But the result I cannot really see. Ah, it was this one. It was this one. I found it. I found it. I found it. So yeah, you see that basic, but I don't know if it's I mean, it's based on the position, or is it based on, I mean, is compared to the camera, or is compared to what? But it's interesting anyway. It's an interesting effect, I have to say. I mean, it's a pretty cool effect. Hello, Morango. Hello. What do you mean it's the debug camera? We can use the debug camera as well, but the point is, I think it's a cool effect. Is blending, you know, the two colors based on if they look down or if they look up. I'm just trying to understand, but if you are like at the top, like here, you see that is the second color pretty much everywhere. As soon as the mesh looks to the side, like here, for example, right? So what I want to say is that I think it's an interesting thingy. So like here, everything is looking flat. You know, the normal of this would be probably like this, right? But like here, the normal of this will be to the side, right? And so they are applying this. Now, what I don't understand too much is like here, for example, right? Here I would expect. No, but it's pretty much, no, I think it's correct. I think it works that way. The more you go below like this, and the more it becomes blue, right? The pixel normal WS is in word space. Okay, it's in word space. Is in world space. But this means that, like, I don't know if I can ever jump or something, but I think if she jumps, or if she looks, you know, to the ground, the color will change, right? Can she look down? Did the color change or not? I mean, is this more blue than it was before? The problem is that she's always looking. She never looks down. But anyway, I mean, we got the point, right? Can we use this technique? Can we use this technique in your point of view or not? I think it's not a bad technique. I think it's not a bad technique. I can move while I'm sitting. So the question is, can this technique improve our hair model? I think it can. The problem is that then we need you know, we need to use an insane amount of polygons for the hair, because actually, why is crashing every time? It's crashing every time, boys. I don't know why. Yeah, if you have a blob hair, yeah, exactly. So you basically have to model every, like in this thing, you know, that is really modeled, right? So this model like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. So all of this is modeled, right? And then the same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these things are fully modeled, and so it's giving you that deepness, which is very nice. I think I like it. I think I like it. But again, this air, boys, is this air. We can check how much is the air, but I think it's insane. Braid. $15,000 triangles. Only the hair is 15,000 triangles. I mean, obviously it looks nice. Obviously. Pum 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 pum. We have our music. Let me change the music just to something else. I forgot to change it. Okay. Do we want to test anything else on this thing? No, 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 no. She's saying no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I can put her in swimsuit and immediately increase the viewers. I can immediately increase the viewers by changing her cloth, you know, to swimsuit. Instant viewership going up. I don't know. I think I broke it. Okay, so this one is good. Let's check the other example. Let's check the other example. The other example is advanced female customization. And by the way, I think we will have to revisit this for the character customization, right? Because when we will do the character customization, we will have any way to add more bones, maybe just to scale some part of the body. Are the texture map of the air be able to be grayscale and the scale of the gray define the level of Pero code gray depth effect? I would say yes, but only if your map, you know, is, or your texture is actually applicable maybe to one hair only, but I don't know. I mean, our hair is very simple, as you can see. So the geometry is super simple. And this is already the good model. This is already the model where I spent a bit more in polygons, but not much, I have to say. Yes, it's still very, very low poly, but I think it's enough. Doesn't you have a floating point? I don't know. We are waiting the compilation of shaders. Look at the bottom right. Compilation of shaders 800. Now this example, I don't know if I've seen it already. The other one I've seen it for sure. This one I don't remember. I don't even know if it works actually. Don't even know how to use it, but I think we will just click on play as soon as it's finished with the... As soon as it's finished with the shaders. Doesn't have a floating point precision problem when you get far away from the origin of the scene? I don't know. I mean, I didn't see any problem. I didn't see any problem on that. Okay, character preset. Create. Now you can create many characters. Very nice. Please write a name. Okay. We will call her Julia. Julia. Control. Input left my buttons. I think I never seen this one. Double left my... Double? Okay, you double click. Left my button up and down, rotate camera, rotate character, close up, drag, mouse wheel, hide all UI elements. Now you can over the character and click eye body area. Okay, you can click over. Ah, wow. So he highlights the mesh. Okay. Style. Yeah, also these models, bro. I mean, if I look at the model of the hair, it's very good anyway. Yeah? So they went quite high poly in this. Flip horizontally. Interesting. Makes zero difference. Well, because they are symmetrical. Ah, okay. Flip horizontally. Style, color. 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 No, you should look here. Look the other direction so I can see the hair exactly. Root color, tip color. Ah, you see they use the similar technique. They also have two colors here. Root color and tip color. Root color and tip color. I don't know, it's all the same. I don't know, okay. Now I can see it. Well, I said blue and it became pink, but is there a reason for that? I think it's mixing it with something else, huh? Yeah, he's anyway mixing the two somehow. So if I want to go blue, I have to select both as blue. And by the way, it looks very plastic. It looks super plastic. Probably the specular or the light spec. I don't understand exactly how the two colors are used. I mean, it seems to me that they are anyway blended, and just the tip is just the bottom, right? It's the bottom part. And the root is the root of the hair. I mean, it's the top of the head, right? So, but at the end, it's just a blend between the two. Because if I select like, I don't know, red and blue, you see that anyway they get blended in the middle, so... Which probably is better, eh? I think it's better, but... It's like a transition. It looks plastic because of unnatural colors. Hey, but dark, for example, black. Yes, if we have to do black, right? How do we do black? Because our problem is doing black. Because you see that black becomes gray, actually. As expected. Even if clicking here, it made it more black. Black and black. Brightness. Brightness is not changing anything. Ah. Roughness is much better. I mean, depends on the type of model you want to make, but... That is interesting. Scatter. Scatter. You think it's the crazy colors that make it plastic? No, I think it's also the saturation. I mean, if you go very high like this, it becomes like fake, right? But if you stay low with this scatter and low with the sat, let me do eye scatter Low saturation now. I think the scatter is killing it anyway. Not bad, not bad. What? Cannot change the cloth though. I mean, you can, but then you cannot change the color. Holy. Yellow girl or orange girl. Wow, the difference of the roughness. she becomes of made of ceramic or whatever. Wow, the difference. Meh. This one is basically good only in the middle range, because if you go this or this, is really not, you know, it's scaling everything, including the arms, and it's scaling stuff in like in a stupid way. I think these are the typical customization that have very little sense, but butt sides, lower leg. Okay, anyway, fine. So the point is, wow, there was a mask already. This was before COVID, but they already had a mask. Hello, Fanner. I'm seeing my family doctor first time in months. I'm hoping to get started back in the HD medications. Okay, let's see what he says. Let's see what the doctor says. Always trust the doctor, okay? So what did we learn here? I don't know. What did we learn? We learned that these guys are also using double colors somehow, but they are using it a bit differently. Instead of using the I mean, in this case it's different, right? In this case, probably because this one are starting from here, so they probably do it on the length of the. Probably they do it on the length, huh? So all the ones that are starting here are, so they do it on the length of the chunk. I don't know how to call it. How do you call a piece of air? Anyway, that thingy. Yes. I think hair is making a lot of difference, really, in the look. So much. Look, she's already a different person now. A strand. Ah, good, good, good. A strand. Yeah, I think they do it by strand. So they start from the beginning and they apply the color and then they shade it, you know, going down. Okay, Julia we created. Very nice. Now, let me see how they do the, what is the material or something. This is a good example anyway. I like it. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. Hair material. Hair meshes. Okay, let me see. SK hair flipped. The one that we were using, I think this one looked like, yeah, the one we were using at the beginning was this one, huh? 7,000 triangles. GG. 7,000 triangles, boys. Holy moly. You think it's made of you think it's made of splines or something? Because when he's painting things like this, it's probably because they are I was here. When they show like that, it means that they are probably splines of some kind. But I don't know if I can import it into... There is a skeleton on it, but I think it's just because everything is based on the skeleton. Ah, yes. This was the same way. Yes, yes. This was the same way we had the female... The female that we imported originally was like this. This one that I transformed like this, it was made that way. It was made exactly with this kind of strands or something, right? It was made like this, which I think is very nice, but for us it's too much. I mean, I cannot really use 7,000 polygons. Cannot really use 7,000 polygons on a just on a piece of hair, you know. Cannot really do it. I mean, nice, but at least for now, no. For now, no. But I think it's interesting to see how they do it. I think all of them are done this way. I don't know why they show so strange in Unreal, but they show, you see that they don't really show the way they should show. Probably because the material or something, but fine. So the hair, it seems that each hair has its own material, which is kind of strange. So they have like 5 presets and they have 5 materials. So 1 for each preset. Right? So like this one is different from this one. It's also very different in terms of AOE, blah, 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 fade, alpha. Yeah, all of them are anyway going to the same master. Okay, just because they are instances, so they are just changing the parameters a bit. But yes, but they cannot use. They are not using the same base material. They may, I mean, the same base texture. So every texture is designed for the specific mesh, which is super costly. In our case, we are reusing. And also they have an alpha map, the depth map, a root map, a unique hair value. Again, I don't know what is it. Holy moly. Seems to be a bit. They have a flow map texture. Tangent A, tangent B. Oh my god, what is all of this? What is this? Um, 7K poly is nothing today. For one piece of air, 7 poly is nothing? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in a single player game. But in multiplayer game, no. When you have 200 characters, you know, 200 characters in a party in the main plaza, GG, your 7K polygons. Many long-term players to use Linux and 9-gen NVIDIA. Yeah, we are targeting like medium hardware, let's say. Not maybe low hardware, but let's say medium. Yeah, I think the problem is not Linux, it's more the video cards, but I mean, we can try to one day to upgrade it like this, but I think it will go like shit. I think it will be a problem. I think it will be a big problem. If I have 200 characters, you know, with... Because the problem is not only the memory, I mean, the video, I mean, it's not only the rendering, you know, but it's also the memory somehow. Because if you have to load all the different variations and all the different LOD, and it's not just the rendering power, it's also everything else that is around it, and the loading time, and you know, and everything else. Okay, let me see this material, because I want to see how they do this material. Okay. Okay, very nice material. Yeah, and the second thing is the material, you know, because you have 7K polygons, and those 7K polygons, apart from being transparent, which is even more annoying for the GPU, but plus he has this kind of shader, you know, so which is like 3 million nodes. I will never use this. I will never use this one. It's too complex. I don't know exactly what it's doing, but it seems, I don't know. Too complex. Oh my god, I cannot even start to freaking... I cannot even start to freaking read it. There is also hair wind. There was wind. Julia. Let's load Julia. Where is the wind? Maybe there is, maybe there is not. We can have also this. Very nice. But I cannot customize it. Strange that you cannot change the color of the... You cannot change the color of the cloth? Strange. Strange. Okay. I mean... Wow, the lights. The number of lights, boys. I tried to create 2 actors. I wanted to see if by any chance it was multiplying everything, but yeah, the material is kind of weird. Let me see, where do we put the color? Base color, root color, tip color. Root color. Let's try to search inside of this. Root color and tip color. Root... What? It's impossible, you don't find it. What do you mean? Root color, tip color, root color, root color, root color, tip color starts from here. There is an MF blend because these ones are additional functions. These ones are additional functions. There are blending. So is again lerping between the tip. Now I wanted to understand how they do the transition between the root and the tip, you know? I wanted to understand how they do it. There is blending between these two, okay. But then they use this lerp again, which we understood it is applying, it's like a mask, okay? It's not a lerp, meaning that it's going over time. It's going over... so we need to understand what is the alpha of this. The alpha of this is this thing, which is the root map. So based on the map that you give it, yes, there is a root map. So based on the map, is doing the blending. Right, it is like a blend. This lerp is like a blend of these two, and so it's not where it's starting really. It's just based on the map. So the stronger it is, yes. So in this case, for example, yes, it's black here. So the tip will be here, and the root will be here, just because this map is done this way. Okay. This lerp is very interesting, by the way. This I never used it in textures, right? I used it in blueprints to lerp a value to another value on time, right? But thank you. Yeah, every haircut uses its own texture, and plus they use the same gradient. Now, maybe it can still work. Like if I switch, if I switch the... If I switch the root of one to another, I think it will kind of still work. It will just look a bit weird in terms of colors, because there will be like a strong transition, right? Like if I use, for example, if I use for this one, right? I use the texture of the other one. I know I'm destroying it probably, but I think if you just change the root, is not a big issue. I think the issue is, and the problem is to know which one is it. No idea. You can change them all and see what happens. Like if I take this one and I change the root to be something completely different, I mean the root of another one, right? Like the root of this, like the root of this one, right? Now I don't know which one is it. This one is nice, look. This one is very nice. I think I fucked up one, but I don't know which one. It could be this one, because this one became completely green. It doesn't have the double color anymore. Or maybe this one that has like pieces. But I don't think the root is a big issue. I think the root will still look kind of fine, even if you reuse it. Even if you reuse it. But this is just distributing. Yeah, it's just distributing the color. So you can decide the color. So these guys decided to have one additional map to do the tip, you know, because now I'm choosing completely crazy colors, but in reality, you know, you should have like this and maybe this, which is pretty much the same, right? Which is similar. And so you get a nice shading. The two colors are one compatible with the other, so you get a bit of shading, right? You don't get more than a shading. Exactly. So there is the idea. So basically, in this example, they use another map to do the change of color, while in the previous example they were using the vertex normal, right? See you, coach. See you later. It probably breaks since it uses unique UV. I think it's just distributing the color a bit differently, you know. So it's not at the end. It's not really visible. I think you can. It's just to give some variation. Obviously, it's much better with the specific texture. It's much better with a specific texture, but. The root texture uses unique UV specific to their model, so I can really change them. No, it's just I can. Basically, you know, if you have the point is that if you have this hair, they decided that, you know, the lower part is a bit more red and the upper part is a bit more blue, whatever, right? So if you use a different texture, you will probably end up in having the blue here and the red maybe a bit here and a bit here and a bit here. So you're just, but since they are only shadows, I mean, since they are all blended together, I don't think at the end it's too bad. So you can probably save one map, but and they start with a completely gray color, right? So like for us would be to say, so if I want to do the same on this guy, for example, right? If I want to do the same here, right? So let me try to generate a new material just to play it.
Hesitation leads to defeat.
Exactly, Zeratu. I'm listening to you, even if I'm not a Protoss, but I'm not coming from Ayur, but I like Ayur a lot. Let's call it air test, okay, for a second. Let's call it air test, just to understand what are our possibilities. So basically what they are doing, they are saying, what they are saying? They are saying take a color, right? Then take a color, then take another color, maybe a bit more mild, right? Then they say lerp between one and the other based on an alpha. Now the alpha, we can use this one for a second, okay? Because anyway, he has some shadows and some, you know, some highlights. Now it will have to be created for it, but anyway. And then he's saying after this, multiply this by this color, and basically now we should have, you know, and basically now we should have wait a second, huh? So the question is this different than the other version, where the other version is simply a multiply? So if instead of this, well, let me test one thing. If I do it with the same color, it's actually changing though, huh? I think it's better. I think it's better, boys. It is better because it gives I think I like it. Let me read what you're saying. Keep on understanding the root texture has unique use single channel like R as alpha. That's also a good idea. That's also a good idea. It's pretty much identical. Enable RMB preview. RMB preview. What is it? What is, you mean here? On the material node. What is an RMB? What is RMB preview? You mean here? On the lerp node? To see it like this. To see the thingy. It's basically identical. I don't know why, but the colors are very similar. This one is very different. The B is very different because probably there is no B. There is no B because this is yellow. But in general, I don't know why this texture is actually this color. In general, our texture should be gray. I think because this character, we didn't give it customization yet. So we cannot customize it yet in game. But anyway, in general will be gray, so I think RGB is fine. But the point is that, is this better than what we have today? Is this better than what we have today or not, boys? Basically, the question is, if I use this instead of just this, is this getting worse? I think it is, you know, because it's so much more flat. I like this, boys. I like it. Okay, let's try with one that we have. This one is the best one that we have, unfortunately, but because the other ones are like models made 20 years ago, so you know. But let me see if we can find something that is not that bad. Wait. So for example, this one, okay? The problem will be maybe the UV mess up. So if we messed up with the UV, okay. Let's say this one. This one is gray. This one I save it anyway. Wait, I save it like this though. Let's say that I take this guy, okay? This guy is Diaboli female hair something. And we just duplicate it. And we will call it test. This is Gwent, eh? Gwent. I played a bit of Gwent. I like it. The problem is that this one is going into master character hair, because we have a special material for yes, the one that we were testing yesterday. Yes, but can we wait, can we just destroy this and make it wait, I'm losing myself, but I will find myself again, okay? I will find myself again. I need to create a new material. Which we will call Diaboli F test mat. Right? And this one will be, I can just copy paste this thing. Truc. Okay, we copy pasted it because we love copy paste. And then and then we go here and we take this guy. No. Fuck. This. And okay, so now what we want to evaluate, is if the result is better than the previous. The result is better than the previous. How do I do it? Well, I don't know. I need to, because the previous. Okay, give me a color. Give me a real color. Give me a real color. So for race, Diaboli female. No, but let me get the Innon female because it's I mean, it's a bit long to explain, but it's better. 14, right? 14. So for race number 14, for race ID number 14, in the game we have white, light gray, red hair, and light brown, right? And these one are applying these values. Are applying, for example, 050505. Well, I mean the gray, let's not do the gray because I think the gray is kind of pointless. But, well, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's try also the gray, light gray, 050505. So in theory, in game, we have something that just does this. So is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, which is this gray, and then is simply applying it to this, and pretty much anything and nothing else, right? And so if we switch to Diaboli female test, right? Okay, so this is the result. Now, this texture, unfortunately, is a bit low quality, but it's what we have. Yeah, also is a bit fucked up here because I think we are reusing the same texture on multiple. I don't know. But maybe we can look at this part. Okay, so but this is the result. I know it's a bit broken. I think it's a UV problem. I need to fix the UV on this one, but anyway. So this is the result. Now we are saying, hey, we can improve it. By, instead of doing that, we can do this. And for example, we can say that our main color is 050505, but no, maybe we can say 060606. And our secondary color is, I don't know, 030303. Something like that. And how is it possible that this is red? No idea. And now the point is this one better than the other one? I don't know. I mean, probably on the gray is not a very good example. It's bugged, huh? Collapsing. Yeah. Texture must be light gray to allow for best multiply results. Light gray. The one we have is this one. Do you think it's bad? We have this one. I don't know what you mean by light gray. I mean how light and how gray. We have this one, which by the way is not fully gray. There is also a bit of red into it, as you can see. I don't know why, but this is what we have. Okay, let's try with another color. I think with this color. Okay, but let's say that we want to have, you know, the dark really be dark. So if you want the dark to really be dark, can we go like black? Can we go black? It's making zero difference. No, it's making a difference, but not the way I was thinking it would make. He made it darker, brighter. And not the darker darker. Maybe I have them the opposite of what I should have. Holy. What? What? I think because it's not fully gray. I think because it's not fully gray. So now it's multiplying more the red that is inside of this. Maybe we can take only the... I think I can take one channel. In this case, taking one channel will help me, I guess. But then I need to take one channel only also here. So that we completely neutralize it. Yeah, now we completely neutralized it. I don't know if I want, but... Yeah, but definitely with a double color is better, eh? Because look at this. Look at how white is this guy. And look at this. You know, is way more modulated. I don't know how to say, but it's more... there is more variety. There is more variety. Now there is this problem in this texture that is fucked up. I don't know why, but there is more variety. You know, you can have a way more variety. Look at the difference, you know, between. Look at the difference between this and this. While if I just go flat 0.5, right? Look, you get destroyed. Maybe it's just a matter of making it darker. Maybe. Maybe it's just a matter of making it darker. But I don't know. No, it's just better. I think the double color technique is good. I like it. I think we're gonna use it. I like it. I like it. I think the double color technique is nice. Now, we still have some other issue, like for example, now I'm not caring at all about specular or roughness, or I mean, we are not caring about any of this, really. Can give him a nice emissive color, for example. Boom! Maybe maybe one is a bit too much. Glowing air in the dark. No, but I'm not caring about roughness or specular or metallic or anything, you know, and I don't know what are the default value. I never understood what are the default value, but in theory we want it like this, you know, we want it kind of flat. But yes, there is a significant difference. There is a significant difference. So I think if we go not gray, but we go, for example, red hair, right? Red hair, which is 0900, which is 09. Now, did we agree on the fact that this one is the dark and this one is the non-dark, or no? Did we agree that... Wait. How do I know? Make it red. Maybe I will see that the darker part become red. No, everything is becoming red. Why everything is becoming red? Yeah, but the darker part are becoming more red, right? So which is the point, right? The darker part are becoming red. If I do the opposite, I just want to know which is which. That's basically my question. If I do the opposite, yes, if I do the opposite, I kill it. So I kill it. So this one is the dark. This one is the dark. And this one is the... No, wait. Now I confuse myself. No, this one is the dark. This one is the dark. This one is the dark. And this one is the bright. Or the lighter color. So this one is the darker color. And this one is the brighter color, right? So for example, if I want to go red, what was red? Red was 0900. So it was like, boom. In your face. Boom. Was 0900. Wow. Was really, really red. So the basic color would be this, right? Would be this, which is super flashy. This would be the color of our character. Now, if I use the new technique, and I can even say 900 is no problem on the brighter color, but the darker color I go like this, right? I go like this. And now I take a screenshot. And now I apply the new thingy. Okay, and now I take another screenshot. And now I compare the two. Yes. It's so much better. And consider that the texture is bad. The reason you need to, you can add the depth with the texture like bump map. Yes, I think we have it in the... Do we have it? But anyway, it's so much better. There is no comparison. So I think we should absolutely use it. It's so much better. It's so much better. The reason you need input color grayscale is because complementary colors cancel each other when multiplied. No, I understand what you say, but I don't understand why it's applicable to this case. I mean, in this case, we are not really multiplying. I don't know. You mean if I use RGB and my texture is including some colors? Ah, yes, I understand what you mean. So you are saying that if this one, for whatever reason, is not fully gray, it fucks up a bit the thing because you may end up multiplying a red by whatever, and so it goes down. Yeah, I understand that. Understand that. Okay, so I think we can use this technique. Yes. Yeah, I got it. Well, I mean, yes, unless we do what we did here, right? That we take only one channel. If we take only one channel, and it's the right channel, that will not happen, right? That will not happen. Because the result of this is always gray. But... okay, I think it's good. I think we should use it everywhere. Now, the only question is, how do I determine the darker color? Because the brighter color, we actually have it... The brighter color, we have it in the... We have it in the shader definition. We have it in the database. So in the database, we have 0900. So How do I determine the other color to use? I just multiply it by, I don't know, 0.6? Because our input is only 1 actually. Huh? So we only have, in reality, we only have one, at the moment, we only have one color coming in. So I could multiply this one by 0.6 and create my darker color, but I don't know if it's always the right choice, because in reality, you know, I may want a different color. And what I see, I mean, to reach the same result, I need to multiply it by probably even less than this to find my darker color, right? So how do we do this? Should we add to the database? I mean, I can add to the database 2 colors. I don't have a big issue. But I need to add another field and load it and pass it to the blueprints. I mean, it's a bit of a, it's kind of a change, huh? If we do it like this, it's a kind of a change. If I find a formula to do it, you know. But I don't know if the formula will always work though, because if I get a 0.5, if I get the light gray, because like this one was from 0.9, the one that we selected was 0.2, so from 0.9 to 0.2, right? So which is I don't know, 0.2, 0.25, right? Multiplying by 0.25. But if I have 0.50505, which is the gray, for example, 0.50505, and I decide to multiply by, let's go 25 by 0.25, so the darker color is 0.25, and then I lerp based on this. Maybe it's okay. The other question is, should I use always the same texture? Because in this case we are using the same texture, eh? We are using the same texture to apply this thing. So basically what we are doing, we are changing the texture to be darker in the darker parts and to be brighter in the brighter parts, right? So in theory we could change the original texture and that's done. Yes, but that's true for gray. That's true for gray, but it's not true for color. Exactly. Or not. I don't know, I don't understand. Is this thing that we are doing completely useless, meaning that if we change this texture to be darker in the darker parts and brighter in the brighter parts, so to have it will be the same result? Probably yes, huh? It will be the same result. So I think that this technique actually makes sense only if you want to have 2 different colors. If it's just the same color scaled down, you know, make darker, then it doesn't make a lot of sense. While it makes sense if you have a yellow and a red, you know. So if you have 2 colors that are actually different, then this technique cannot make sense. But if you don't, I think it doesn't make a lot of sense. But for example here, right here, I decided to use the red. I decided to use the red and the yellow. Why I see no red? Why I see no red? I'm not sure that whatever we discussed is really doing something. Except for... Because, you know, I would expect... Now, this texture is probably not really the best, but... Because this texture probably is kind of white everywhere. But for example, you see there is this dark line. You see this dark line? So this dark line actually should show... I think it's this one, right? The problem is that if he's black and we multiply it by anything, it's not really coming out, right? Unless the lerp, because the lerp should do that, right? The lerp should do... Yeah, the lerp should use... Yeah, but why is it not working then? Don't understand. So if this description is right... Switch sphere to apply. If this description is right... If this description is right, and my lerp is actually doing what it's saying, so that when I have a black is using the blue, right? Why this line is not blue? Don't understand it. Why this is not all blue where it's dark? Yes, alpha 0 first input. Yeah, exactly. Alpha 0 first input, alpha second input, right? So why this line is not blue? I mean, alpha 0, what do you mean by alpha 0? I mean, there is a black-white texture, no? Because it's closer to 0. Ah, okay, so it's the opposite. No, okay, then why everything else is not blue? I don't understand. I mean, why don't see the blue? Why not everything else is blue then? I think it's not working. Ah, like this is better. Like this is kind of better. It's doing more what I wanted to, because it's the multiply that is fucking up. I think because the multiply is considering the red. I don't know, is it considering the red? If I take the green, it changes, huh? Wait, no, I'm doing something stupid, wait. I'm doing something stupid. It's this one I need to change. No, it's not changing much. No, but why this multiply is bringing back everything to gray instead of this? You see, if I connect this here, that this becomes really blue where I want it blue. Probably this multiply is too strong, eh? This multiply is too strong. Because this is white, and so it's multiplying by 1. But yeah, it's multiplying by 1. So why my blue disappears? With this multiply, it seems that my blue disappears, like get neutralized, you know? It gets killed by something. It's getting killed. You need to post-process alpha. Fuck. Because they were doing a clamp, right? They were doing a clamp between 0 and 1. They were doing a clamp between 0 and 1. No, because if I connect this here, you see how blue it is? It is really blue. Oh, okay, it's too strong and so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But at least it's blue where I said dark, and is red where I said bright, right? So it's doing what it's supposed to do. But if I multiply, then I kill it. I kill the blue. I don't know why. Are you a fan of playing? No, not Planet Escape. It's called Planescape. Planescape. It's called Planescape, and yes, I really liked it. I also played a tabletop RPG on Planescape. What do you mean Planet Escape tournament? I think I still have it on my Steam, probably. I think I have it on my Steam somewhere. But yes, I played also tabletop, and tabletop Planescape influenced me a lot. Influenced me so much. They did the anniversary edition, enhanced edition of Planescape. I think they changed the resolution and not plane shift. They did the enhanced edition. Yes, this one I bought on Steam. They did it on 2017. Yeah, this is basically the same, but is with better graphics. With better graphics. And I have it. I have this one. I didn't play it. I mean, I played the original one. I didn't play the enhanced version, but I bought it anyway. Just for, you know, supporting the game because I liked it. It is like D&D. Yeah, it is. It's based on, yeah, it's advanced. I mean, at that time, D&D didn't exist. Well, sorry. No, let me rephrase that because it's not correct. At that time, the D&D that you know didn't exist, which is the D&D 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition. There was the D&D red box, right? But at that time, there was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So Planescape was an expansion for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which was the one that I was playing, and somehow I'm still playing. So if you go at D&D Planescape, right? You can also do PDF, as I can see, so we can download some illegal stuff. But yeah, I think that this one is probably copyrighted, but wow, it's loading a lot. But yes, the Planescape. Yeah, well, I played quite a bit on Planescape. I also been a game master for a bit, but mostly I was a player. It was very, very fun. It was very, very fun. I can tell you something that I can tell you something if you want. You know the. Do you know the shape of the Planescape main city? Right? It's pretty much like that, like this, right? Do you know the shape of our main level 1 in plane shift? Well, it's not exactly like that, but ours is like this. Ah, big reveal. Big reveal. Big reveal. But yes. Yeah, this one is the manual. The Guides to the Plains. Sigil. Ah, yes, Sigil is the name of the city. Sigil. The difference is that they have a walled city there. Yeah, we escaped. We entered the plane and then we went to other planes and we were like going around planes. I think I've been in the astral plane for sure. I don't remember the others, but I think I've been at least in another plane. Probably Arcadia, which is all the heaven like, and or Elysium. But I think I've been in one or two. I've been in one or two planes. But not too many. Also because some planes were basically impossible to travel unless you had like immunity from that element, right? So immunity from fire, immunity from poison, immunity from something. Otherwise, it was like impossible. But I remember this. I remember. I played it quite a bit when I was young. Have you played Bliss of Eternity? Yes, I have it. I played it a bit, but no, I didn't finish. I found it too hard. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the time anymore. But I found it a bit too hard. So I don't know. This was the fucking bear at the beginning. They was killing me so much in the cave, and then going after the first city, they were. I think they were bandits or something, but they were killing me so much. So it was so hard to play, and so but I still have it. I still have it, yes. So the question I have here is this thing doing anything to us? Is it just improving the basic texture by making it darker, or is it actually doing something that we needed? So that's the question. Because if I say, hey, this thing needs to be red, but I want it with some, you know, this thing needs to be red, but I want it with some yellow. I want it with some yellow highlights, which is basically what we are saying, right? That is what we are saying. I want it with some yellow highlights, and then I apply this. And then I apply this. The result is this one. Yeah. The result is this one, yes. So yes, in case you have multiple colors, I think it makes sense. But if I go this, it's kind of similar. But it's not showing as much yellow as we would like. I don't understand this multiply. I don't understand this multiply. I don't understand why it's making such a big difference. I think this lerp is... I don't understand if... the problem is that it's blending between the two colors, right? So it's blending between the two colors and... have you finished Baldur's Gate 1 and 2? I don't remember, I was too young. I don't know, it was like 20 years ago, I don't know. I don't remember. I know I played a lot of those games. I mean, all the Icewind Dale 1, 2 and 3, whatever, and the Neverwinter, but I don't remember them all. Also because they were basically all the same. They were all identical. So, but all the TSR, you know, games, they were a million. They were like 3 million. They were like 12, the Pool of Radiance. They were like a million. I don't know. I don't remember them anymore. The Icewind Dale 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. The Baldur's Gate 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And we never Winter Night. Ah, yes. The Dark Queen of Kryn. I remember this one. I remember this one mostly for the picture, but I remember this one. The Dark Queen of Kryn. Takisis. Takisis is not someone that you want to find in your path, right? The one that I really remember well are the Eye of the Beholder. Eye of the Beholder was like super cool at that time. It was like insane. I still have it. I think I still have it in DOS emulation, which is probably illegal, but I don't think I care. But I think I have somewhere I have the DOS box, but if you ask me where, I don't remember, but somewhere. Maybe I even removed, because I changed PC. I changed PC and probably I don't have it anymore. I think I deleted it. But I had I don't remember. I had it on DOSBox, right? I think DOSBox was the... Yeah, I had it on DOSBox. And I was running it with DOSBox recently. I mean, recently meaning like five years ago. No, I was a kid at that time because I'm old. You think I'm a young tiger, but I'm not a young tiger. I'm a veteran tiger. I'm a veteran. Yeah, so those games were coming out when I was a kid, yes. I decided to search my wall PC for DOSBox, but probably I deleted it. I mean, it's not that I deleted it, but I think it crashed. I mean, I lost it when my PC crashed. I think I lost it when my PC crashed. Because it's no more. It's not here anymore. I think it would not find it. I think it will not find it. But basically, with this one, you can run all games and the problem is a bit of the compatibility, but I think is yeah, it's not gonna find it because I deleted it. But yes, you can run those games. I don't even know if you can find them on Steam, but I think I got them through this guy. I got them through this guy. Yes, and then you just unzip the. And then you just unzip the Eye of the Beholder thingy that you find somewhere. I mean, you have to search it, but you find it. And the Eye of the Beholder was insane. I mean, I really, really, really liked it. I really liked it. I really liked it. I don't know, he had some... I think you have to log in to download it or whatever. You need to search it. But yeah, these screens were insane. I still remember the name of my guys. Yeah, it was a very nice game. This one was insane. Also the number 2 and the number 3. I mean, they were insane at that time, you know? Now, maybe with the eyes of today, they are no more what they were, but definitely at that time they were insane. Then I played Dark Sun. Dark Sun, I remember. Dark Sun was very, very good as well. I played, yeah, the Shatterlands, I remember it. Really, and this one was very, very nice. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of pictures, but Dark Sun was super cool. And Ravenloft, I think I played all of them basically, but yes, this one I remember the this thing is yeah, this. It was very nice. It was using a Dark Sun is a beautiful setting. I played also tabletop Dark Sun, and it's very, very, very nice. Yeah, I played a lot of games in my life. The first DOS game I played, they were not even games, if you want. They were like early games in BASIC. They were done in BASIC at that time. I mean, like Invaders kind of thingies. Kind of Invaders, and then they evolved. I played a lot of adventure games like the King Quest, the Space Quest, all the Sierra games. Do you remember those? The King Quest of Sierra, the Space Quest of Sierra, the Police Quest. These ones. This one, King Quest 1. Holy shit. There was not DOS? Yes, there was all DOS. King Quest. This one I remember, the walnut. You had to find the walnut. There was a walnut somewhere here on the left. But then they became much better. Okay, so this is King Quest 1. But then if you look at King Quest, I don't know, 7 or 8 or whatever, they are so much nicer, you're saying? They went a long way. They were all adventure games and the majority were like fantasy themed. So the King Quest were all fantasy themed. But also the Police Quest were fine, and the walnut. I think the walnut was here. I don't know, it was an hamburger tree. I don't know, I think it was a walnut that you had to find at that time. I don't know. All those games were nice, but I mean, you know, you like what you play when you're young, and that's it. That's why some people are coming back to Plane Shift, you know, because they were playing it when they were young, and so now they say, now I have 3 kids, a wife. I was 15 when I played Plane Shift. And I was saying, yes, I know. And your child will play Plane Shift in 20 years from now. That's the good part, that you still don't know. You played only the last... Jets Jack Rabbit, I remember that one. Jets Jack Rabbit, I remember it, I remember. Jets Jack Rabbit, I remember that one. Jets Jack Rabbit. That was a bit stupid, but I remember it. Yes, this one, I remember. Yeah, it was like a stupid, I mean, not stupid, but a kind of a funny character. But this was already way after, I guess. I don't know when it came out, but I think, I don't know, maybe the first one was old, and maybe the 2 was, yeah, the first one I think was pretty old, actually. Yeah, but before these ones, they were only text adventures. They were only text adventures, like Ultima 1, you know, the Ultima series. If you look at Ultima, the first Ultima, I think Ultima 1, I never really played. I mean, it was not before me, but I didn't have access to those for whatever reason. So I didn't play this one. I think I started playing from the 3rd one. I think here I was really too young. I mean, here I was basically not existing yet, or really too young. So this one I didn't play. I think I started with probably the 3rd one. I don't remember exactly. But I had an Apple IIe. I had an Apple IIe. This guy. Lunar Lander, yeah, Lunar Lander. Anyway, all those games you can find on Mame or on DOSBox. If you like Lunar Lander, I played it a few years ago. You can find it on the Mame. Okay, so what do we do with this thing, guys? Piaknashin, can you take a final decision on this? Do we use it or not? If you're still here. I think from the pure color perspective, it gives a better result. I have to go through the multiply, otherwise becomes bad, but if I have, you know, this result, right? This result compared to, so let's say, let's say this result, which is basically the one that we get with the default shader that we have now, compared to right? Compared to this, I definitely prefer this. The question is it just because it's darker or is it because it's better? That's the question. So if I take my multiply and I multiply it by a darker color, do I obtain the same thing or not? Because that's the freaking question. So is it just darker or is also more flat? This is what I want to understand. I think it's more flat. You see, because I don't think I can find... Let me try 1 second, Because, you know, if it's just darker, it's not solving our problem. But if it's... No, I think there is more difference between the dark part and the brighter part. So I think it's a better solution. I think it's a better solution. We just need to decide. We just need to decide the second color. And how to store in the database the second color, or if we want to, can I do a test with another one just to be sure that I'm not doing something stupid? Look at this beautiful high. Very nice. Can I do the test with something else? I think, for example, our Noltrir female, I think he has a better, definitely better hair. The problem is that in this case, I think this one is also a good example to do a test. In this case, we have this color. So in theory, the brighter color was this, and so the brighter color would be multiplied by this, right? And so in theory, the result of this should be identical to the result of that, pretty much. And now the question is, can we make it better, right, with a new technique or not? Because this one is actually looking a bit better, at least. So that is the base that we are trying to compare with, okay? It is already better. Even just with the multiply, instead of what we are doing at the moment with the basic texture, I think is already better. But the theory is that we... What the? So the theory is that we apply this guy. Well, I don't know if I like it, but for sure it's different. For sure it's different. I mean, it's significantly different. The problem I think is that now is a bit too much, but... Now this clamp is going crazy. Now if we don't multiply by that, it's not working. So what is the problem? The problem is that this is too dark. The dark is too dark. The dark is too dark. Good night, Baxus. The dark maybe is too dark, eh? The problem is that now, you know, the result is... I mean, the result is that the dark is really dark, and... Okay, I can make the dark less dark, but then it becomes equal to the other guy, so it's a bit weird in terms of result, but... Okay, now it's better. Now it's less that, but then I mean, then I can put the same color here and we have the same result. No, it's different anyway. It's different. It's different. It's basically like increasing the contrast, you know. It's like if we're increasing the contrast of the image, plus we have the chance to choose another color. So I can go, you know, more to the blue. Right? I can go more to the blue. Yes, you see? Can go more to the blue. Let me try for 1 second to do something strange and see if... Yes, but on this one is working very well. I think on this one is very visible, you know? It's very visible. I think it depends a bit on how the basic texture is made. The problem is that the black becomes very black. I mean, it's very different from the original, for sure. Because now the two colors are blending less between each other because they are a different tone, right? Because I went into a different ground, right? It's not just darker, or it's really... Yes, while now they are blending a bit better because I'm on the same tone. But anyway, I think it's fine. I think we will use this technique. I will try to change, you know, the color. I will try to change the materials of the hair that we are using to use this technique and see if it's getting better. I have to go, guys. It's too late, and tomorrow I have a lot of stuff to do, and so I have to go. But I think it was an interesting session. We tested different, different techniques, and we checked a bit of how they do hair. I mean, for sure, increasing the poly count of the hair is a big part of the end result, because this hair is way above, you know, what we are using at the moment. So it's like 10 times. And this one is also using this different technique of two colors, but they are lerping based on a separate texture. We can also be interesting, but they can do it because they have every single strand, you know, every single strand modeled. You see, every single piece is a piece, and obviously the result is insanely better, but it's also 10 times, you know, heavier to use. So, but I think, I don't know, our middle ground is probably fine. So this middle ground is probably okay. So we can use that to have, you know, the blind, like this one now I kind of like, right? I think is nice. We can change the two colors. We just need to decide where to keep the shader value. But and then one day we will transform this to a real cloth, you know, simulation, but not for now. Not for now. Maybe not. Okay. I think I will see you tomorrow. I don't know exactly what I will do tomorrow, but we will do something for sure. Okay. Have a good night. think we will continue again with terraforming probably. We need to terraform more and more and more and more and more and more. And more. Yeah, tonight was a bit of a go and check. It was a bit of a fun evening where I didn't really work, but I just explored, you know, possibilities. See you. Good night. If you want to click on follow or subscribe on YouTube, will be good. Also, we have a Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift. Bye.